Hi there on this Sunday. Can't remember the date, but it's Sunday and it's been very, very hot here and now it's raining. It's this beautiful cleansing rain, which is going to rain for a couple of days, I believe. What I'm going to talk about today is, have you noticed your dreams lately and how strange they are to start with, but also if you've been dreaming about people from the past that you no longer have in your life. They might be people that have interacted with you before, people that have passed away, and there is a story unfolding in your dreams that where they're involved. And what is happening is, because our cells hold energy, we hold a memory. We hold memories in ourselves. So if you had an encounter with somebody at some point in your life where something negative was said to you, something traumatic happened to you, the energy of that emotion at the time can still be sitting in your cells, especially if you didn't deal with it at the time. So you imagine being a 6-year-old child and doing something naughty, and a parent scolding you, and a parent maybe saying to you, I didn't want you, or you're a naughty child. Um, why can't you be like somebody else? Any kind of negative emotion at that age, you obviously don't know how to deal with that emotion at that particular time. So you can store it in your body. And then again, later in life, if again somebody says something along the same lines where you have that same emotion, you can store it again, and it becomes a weak part in the body, which then can create disease or injury because that part of the body, the cells are weak. And what is happening at the moment is we are learning to clear that out of ourselves. It's a lot of people talk about ancestral healing. They're clearing the energy out of their own body that their ancestors have passed on through them, clearing up things that have happened in your own childhood, clearing up emotions. So it's particularly important to notice when you're having your dreams and the person is in your dreams, rather than seeing the actual story that's playing out. It doesn't matter if there's cars involved or if you're at a hospital in your dream, or feel the emotion. Like, are you running away from something? Are you trying to walk and your legs won't work? Are you getting angry at somebody in the dream? Are you searching for something? Like, pinpoint what the emotion is that's in the dream, because that's what you're trying to clear within you. I had one the other day, which was a dream about my mum, who was like, she was clawing my chest with really long fingernails, and it was like she was trying to stab me in the heart area. It was like she was attacking my heart area. And I feel like it was, when I was little, I was only about 4. I must have done something really wrong, and she told me to get out. I've told this story before. She told me to go and live with somebody else because she didn't want me anymore. And I packed my little bag up because I was a very strong, determined child, and I went to the neighbour and asked if I could live with the neighbour. And I guess I've thought about that over the years, but there must still be something residual in the cells that I'm still trying to clear, because after I had that dream, I finally felt like maybe I'd let that last bit go, because I know we sometimes think, oh, we've healed that, and we haven't. I even found that the other day when, just getting off track for a minute, when people say, this person said to me, I'm so good at just putting the past behind me and moving on. I don't hang on to anything. And like my marriage, when my marriage broke down, that was it. Um, she can move on and do whatever she wants in her life. I'm over it. But then proceeded for the next 45 minutes to talk about his ex-wife probably about 20 times, which indicates he's not over it and he hasn't moved on. His ego has told him that he's moved on, but he's still holding stuff. So yeah, if you can, getting back on track again, there's that we hold on to those things and we're trying to clear them. And it's sometimes we can feel vulnerable or we can feel a bit embarrassed to actually to clear things, to say, well, I had a part of that. I contributed to that. This is what I see as something I was doing. Not that it was wrong, just what I was contributing. And I can see what the other person was contributing. And now I'm understanding my reactions. I'm trying to clear things within me that hurt me, or if I felt like I hurt somebody else. Anything like that, it's sitting in the cells and it's getting clear. At the moment, it's like I've just heard so many people telling me that their dreams are like very, very weird, and so many people telling me they're dreaming about people from childhood. You know, even people I know in their 70s have been dreaming about people from their childhood or people that have passed away and haven't thought about them for years. There's something that happened at that time when that person was in their life. It's not about the person, it's not about the story. It was something that happened at that time that you're still holding on to, and your consciousness is trying to clear it out. And of course, we do this while we sleep because our ego goes to sleep. When you're awake, your ego is awake and alert, and your ego always wants to feel good. Always, the ego is always looking for ways to make you feel good. Take the ego away. I've got a hair, floating hair. Take the ego away, and you've only got your consciousness, and your consciousness won't judge you. Your consciousness will lay out a story so you can see it plain and clear. We put the ego in there and it gets confused. So while you're sleeping, it's just your consciousness giving you the underlying emotion there that's trying to clear within you. And it's something that's happening without you even trying, because you're going off to sleep. You don't intend to heal the cells and clear the cells before you go to sleep. You just want to have a really good night's sleep. But your higher self is doing the work for you while you're sleeping in your dreams. So let me know if you've been having those dreams where people from the past have been popping up in your dreams, and you've felt emotions that you've forgotten about, that you felt like you've cleared things, because it feels like it's sort of like a collective thing. There's a lot of people going through it at the moment. Even people that don't normally remember their dreams are also having those kinds of dreams. So yeah, let me know whether you're experiencing that as well. And I hope everything's okay in your world. People in my world here are about to come out of isolation because they've had the last 10 days home with COVID, and I didn't get it. I don't know how. I've got people around me everywhere with it, but I didn't get it. So touch wood. Maybe it was because after those last 2 years, remember when 2 years ago when I was talking and I had that constant runny nose and cold and sinus problems and everything for 2 years, maybe my immune system was preparing for protection. So whoever's protecting me, I thank you, because I didn't get it. So look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon.